Oh, we're opening Christmas presents. Oh,
From the one and only Jeff Hirsch. Rose goes, you got somebody. Rose goes, somebody sent you a calendar and a weird calendar in the mail. I said, I know just what that is.
Where's mine?
So shout out Jeff Hirsch.
Ooh, shout out Jeff Hirsch. Spencer
Damn.
Israel butthurt he didn't get his.
Steve, let's hit him straight in 2026. Jeff, we're gonna keep trying to hit him straight.
JC, appreciate your friendship and all the props you give the almanac. Kablam, signed by one Jeffrey Bartholomew Hirsch.
Special guy, one of the best guys that we are so lucky to have on here regularly, right? And it's his time. It's Jeff Hirsch's moment. This is the Santa Claus rally time. This is the January barometer time. This is the first 5 days. You know, a lot of good stuff. A lot of historic studies happening these couple of weeks.
Look at Josh Brown getting a shout out in the back here. Barry Ritholtz getting a shout out in the back. Dietrich, look at the back. Wow. A lot of pals back here.
All the boys.
Larry Williams. Shout out Larry Williams.
I feel like my volume's low, Spencer. Are we good?
You're good. You know that Larry Williams' daughter is Michelle Williams, the famous Hollywood actress?
You know, we should have him on, JC.
That's not true. Is that true?
Yes, it is.
That's true?
Michelle Williams from Dawson's Creek and like all these other things. That's his daughter. Fun fact.
You like that, Spencer?
Spencer loves that fun fact.
That just blew my mind. Yeah.
It's all that. We should have him on, JC. You should reach out. So
I've only met him a couple of times. Like he's not like my boy, but I would like to be his boy. Like I
assume you're boys with all these technicians.
No, I mean he's the man. I mean I've met him a few times. I mean I know who his daughter is. I just blew Spencer's mind. He doesn't believe me. He's like looking it up.
Well, we know Spencer.
I'm looking it up right now.
All right, so how was all yesterday and the day before, JC? How did it go? Give us a rundown because I saw a lot of before pictures. I didn't see too many after pictures, but
I sent you the after picture of the pork.
Yeah, it looked good. It looked good. Real nice.
I'm getting pretty good at it. The idea, the key is to take the skin off. I mean, the key is to just make the whole hog in the cajachina like a real gentleman. But my wife threw away my cajachina, and we just didn't have enough people for a 70-pound hog. So the shoulder was enough, and it was lovely. It was a lovely experience. My mother-in-law really enjoyed it. The skin was so good. As people were walking in, I was like handing them little pieces of the skin. That's what my grandfather
in their mouth when I
was a kid.
It's popping in their mouth when they walk through the door. Yeah,
it's a candy, dude. Holy shit, it's so good.
That's awesome, man.
And I'm nailing it. And it's funny because my sister sent me a picture of a pig that I did like 5 years ago, and you could see like some burntness on the back, and I was like so disappointed in my old self.
So progress. Making progress.
Oh my God, you can't screw up the skin. If you screw up the skin, man, you get shot for shit like that in Miami.
Speaking of Miami, hey now.
I do love Miami. I got no beef with Miami.
3 weeks out from a big Miami party.
You see silver at 4% today? Holy shit, $74 an ounce, bro.
I don't care anymore.
74 ounce. Unbelievable.
Doesn't make sense.
It was getting rusty, Chef Aaron. It was getting rusty. Chef Aaron, do you make YouTube videos?
Short-term volatility is blowing out in precious metals though, so just be careful here. Something like palladium down like 10% in a single session the other day, now up another 8% this morning. That's, these are now speculative growth stocks. Precious metals, so be careful.
Can we do this? I got things to talk about.
I'm going to the symphony orchestra tonight.
What do you know about symphonies and orchestras?
Actually, more than you think. This is something Rose and I have been doing for 2-3 years now, because the South Florida Symphony used to come down to Key West, and we just have like the nicest little date nights. So this is a candle concert, Christmas Carol concert. It's lovely. A little string quartet, a little symphony orchestra. It's good stuff.
You know that I one of the New York City things that you know, I lived in New York for a long time. I've done a lot of New York City things, even things that like locals won't do because it's too touristy. I've done all those also. The Carnegie Hall, never been inside.
I haven't either.
I feel like like that is like of all like New York City things,
Right.
and I'm like a proud New Yorker. Like I've done a lot of New York. I've never been inside there. Isn't that kind of fucked up? I kind of feel a little bit guilty about it.
So that's mostly like concerts, like what I'm talking about being held there, right?
I would imagine.
Like what do they even do there?
No, I think you're in for like an intimate thing. Carnegie Hall is like monstrosity.
Shout out.
How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
How do you get to Carnegie Hall? What do you mean? How do you get to Carnegie Hall?
I've never been.
You practice.
Oh, like how do you get invited to present there? You know who's performed at Carnegie Hall? Brett Schaffer.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be
shout out Brett Schaffer. By the way, shout out Mary.
Ton of new stuff today.
Shout out Mary. Happy birthday, Mary.
And speaking of New York City, just a real quick shout out to the New York Knicks, man. You know, nothing like a big comeback from the Knicks at the Garden on Christmas. Did you guys see that game? Holy cow, man. Jalen Brunson's like, go ahead, guard me as good as you can. I don't care. I'm going to just drill this three right in your fucking face like you're not even there. Don't matter. They're down like 14
Carl
points.
Anthony Towns getting engaged.
Did he?
Yeah.
Good for him. Love the big cat.
Try to keep up. Try to keep up.
Oh.
We got a lot to discuss, apparently. Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's dance.
All right. Let's get right to it. Slide 2. Just give it to him. Just give it to him. Give it to him dirty. Give it to him. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. It's a new all-time high for the world's most important stock market index. How do you like me now?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we're there, dude.
Happy birthday also to the Dow Jones Industrial Average.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. NASDAQ's next, JC, yeah?
Most likely, I'm going to go through all 100 stocks in the NASDAQ 100.
Steve just did that.
No, he didn't. He doesn't do that.
Yes, he did.
No, he didn't.
And we're going to keep doing that on the open bar. The chat is going to pick an index or an ETF, and we're just going to do it live. Because me and JC come on here, and we talk about how we're looking at thousands of charts a day. And people say to me all the time, you're not really looking at thousands of charts, are you? And I say, yes, you don't know how quickly I can look at a chart. It's very easy. I don't have to sit there and stare at it and drool at it and overthink it and try to figure out what all these indicators mean. I look at a chart and then I look at the next one. So we're just going to do that live.
And then hold on. And then the next question that I get is, well, what are you looking for in these charts? Like when you say you're looking at the charts, like what are you looking for?
That's a great question.
I know. I get them all the time. I'm looking for the direction of the trend. Up, down, or sideways.
And then sometimes you see one, you say, ooh, isn't that super actionable looking?
Right. So up, down, or sideways. Up, down, or sideways. Up, down, or sideways. Ooh.
So that's
right.
How the sausage is made, folks.
Yeah,
right.
That's how it is. Okay, so fun fact. The world's most important stock market index just closed at the highest levels in history. Next chart, please.
Dude.
We are about to see the 8th consecutive positive month for your Dow Jones Industrial Average. Don't cut off my chart like that, Spencer. Don't ever do that again. How dare you? How dare you come here on the morning show and cut off my chart? On the chart of the Dow Jones Industrial Average of all charts?
How many consecutive months is enough, though? Like
I would have said 5. I would have said 5.
You know, it's amazing that we didn't have a down month through.
No, we did on an equally weighted basis.
Okay.
Next chart.
Yeah, and if you look at the other indexes, you did have one in November, right? So, okay, that makes me feel a little better.
So you had a down month in July. July was actually flat. 38.33, it was down 3 cents from 38.33 to 38.30 in July.
Dude, even the Russell 2000, this will be 8 straight months. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I don't love that. I would prefer it not be true.
Yeah.
Market bull, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Strazza would prefer less winning. So too much winning for Strazza's taste.
Just yeah, and then steady winning. It's been steady winning off the April lows, really.
Go back to the monthly. Go back to the monthly Dow. Go back to the monthly Dow. So
JC.
hold on. Imagine if you would have just followed the Dow and ignored all the headlines. Imagine how much easier your life would have been. And not you specifically, but like the general you, like you people.
Yeah,
Imagine if you people would have just followed the Dow instead of wasting your time with what these journalists think. Imagine listening to a journalist in 2025. Like, who gives a fuck what they have to say?
Don't listen to journalists. Listen to the Papa.
Listen to the Papa.
Yeah.
Don't fight Papa Dow. Don't do it.
JC, can we put up your Citigroup chart, because it's really good, and this is what we call a memory gap. I saw it on the Twitter.
You saw it on Twitter?
Yeah. Why wouldn't Citigroup, and sure, this doesn't have to happen overnight, doesn't even have to happen this cycle, but for long-term primary trend investors, you buy Citi on base breakout at 85. Trade's already up to 30, 40%, by the way. This thing's going to 500. This chart, a chart like this, once it gets into this gap zone, it goes one place, and momentum's already there. We've had a significant up leg, call it a reaction rally, coming out of this little base breakout. We're in the financial crisis gap zone here. Like, tell me why this chart would not go back to 500. So, like,
right,
that's
I'll tell the folks back. You leave and come back, Strazza. We can't see you, bro.
You can't see me?
Well, you're a little blurry.
It's like we're like a Diddy. We're like watching like a Diddy documentary, and you're like the shady white guy who happened to have been there and doesn't want anybody to see him.
Steve, just do a quick refresh. You'll be good. There
yeah.
Okay.
So this is Citigroup. So this is split adjusted for the kids who weren't around. So back in the day,
made me laugh.
Hey, the old joke back in 08 was that one share of Citigroup was cheaper than the ATM fee at the bank, at the Citibank itself. And this was back in the day. I worked on 45th and Park, right in the Helmsley building. So across the street in the MetLife, down at the bottom, there used to be a Citibank and a Bank of America. This was way back in the day. I was there recently. Those banks aren't there anymore. So the Citibank ATM fee was more expensive than a share of stock. And then, so the bottom was shortly thereafter. And so we've seen a monster move in financials. And yet, despite this monster move we've seen in Citigroup, you still need a 370% rally from here just to get back to the 06 highs.
Did I just get compared to P. Diddy?
You got compared to P. Diddy, yeah.
Thank you.
No, not P. Diddy, but one of the snitches, one of the P. Diddy snitches.
Oh, okay. Shout out Phil Blotsky. What a guy! Just one of the kindest gifts I've ever received. A giant gift card to Goldbelly, because Phil knows.
Great gift.
Phil knows that we like to eat here on Stock Market TV, and there's nothing I would rather have.
Dude, I don't know anybody in the world who eats as many croquetas before the market opens as the one Steve Strazza. It's very impressive.
I've been looking through Goldbelly like, babe, we can just buy anything we want. We could buy so much food.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Dude, you got to get the brisket from Lexington, Texas.
We almost got like a prime rib and did it for Christmas, and I'm really regretting not doing that. No,
you don't think so? Butcher. Just go to the butcher for that. Right, you know, I kind of want to get the turkey from what is it, from Church's? Popeyes? The Cajun turkey from Popeyes? You can order them now.
For real? On the holidays?
Uh-huh.
Dude, Popeyes chicken, I'm a fat bastard. Popeyes chicken is just incredible. You feel like you're dying.
Been to a Popeyes.
You feel like you're dying.
I don't live in the kind of neighborhoods that have Popeyes chicken.
They're everywhere. Give me a break. They're everywhere you go. And it's just delicious. It's really good. So, we do a little Popeyes chicken every now and then.
What about the crunchy with a K? Isn't that like a good one?
Send me your top Goldbellies, because I got to get involved out here. I got dry powder, is what I'm saying.
New Orleans, you can get like the New Orleans package where you get the jambalaya, the gumbo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a pretty good one.
Hearing horror stories about the Gulf oysters down here in Florida. I'm afraid to eat them now.
Are you?
You get sick and die from these things if you're not careful. Like, people die from those oysters.
Dude, I was at a bougie French joint the other day. These oysters that I had were the best oysters I've ever eaten in my entire life.
Question for you. If it's French, Did they leave the salt water in the shell? Because I can't do that. I just can't do that. It makes me want to throw up. Like, did they leave the salt water in the oyster? You know what I'm talking about?
Listen, Florida man.
It's terrible
Listen,
when they
relax,
do that.
settle down, Florida man.
It caught me off guard once.
French,
I almost vomited right at the restaurant.
The French do it right. They do the oysters in Nantes. You know Nantes. That's where the muscadet comes from. Muscadet sur lie. That's where that comes from. And so I know that you're like a Florida man and you think like the whole world revolves around the state of Florida, but the rest of the world doesn't give a fuck or even knows where Florida is. The French do it right. And I got to tell you, Steve Strazza, the next time you and I are in New York City, we're going to go to this bougie French restaurant.
I won't go. No. There's too much good food. You're not taking me to a French restaurant in New York City. That's a never for me. I'm Big Bear France.
Dude, you sound so ignorant when you say these things. You understand this, right? Like you sound so fucking ignorant.
I'm 37 years old, JC, and I know what I like at this point. Okay.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything. You have a lot to learn, my friend. You have a lot to learn. All right.
From the guy who just said, I almost got the Popeyes chicken for Christmas. Okay.
No, not for Christmas, Thanksgiving. And it was a turkey. So by the way, you are coming and then you're going to pay for it, actually. You're going to pay for the whole dinner.
Yeah, we'll see about that.
Yeah. I'm going to order the wine. I'm going to order the wine.
Fucking smoking something.
Yeah, I'm going to get the wine. Maybe we'll smoke something before if you want. I don't care, but we're going. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I swear to God, you're going to love it's like a bougie French place, like fine dining. We're going to go in there and we're going to have the oysters. You are going to be like, wow, JC, you were right. You were right again. That's what you're going to say. You're like, God, JC, you're just right so much. That's what you're going to say.
We're going to have a little foie gras.
Oh, I don't know.
Foie gras.
I mean, we could. I mean, I don't see any reason why not. It's a bougie French joint. I didn't look at the menu, actually, so I don't know if they have it or not. But if I were a betting man, probably. Yeah, I'll get down with a little duck liver mousse. Fucking just, gorge that goose, right? Gorge that duck and just like feed him and keep feeding him. Sew his ass together. Just keep feeding him and feeding him.
We feed so much ducks out here.
Yeah.
We're probably helping make some great foie gras.
Yeah, Daniel Boulud. That's right. Chef Aaron, he knows. See, he knows. Tell him. So this is here, I'll tell you right now the name of the place. I'll tell you right now.
Chef Aaron knows his stuff. He's a real chef, huh?
No, I could see that. No, it's called Le Tête d'Or by Danielle. Le Tête. Get your mind out of the gutter. It's a restaurant. Le Tête. Yeah. It's over like on 23rd.
MLWS is talking about fast food inflation, and it's a real thing. I mean, you and me both. I remember college too. We had something called $5 footlongs back in college.
Remember the dollar menu?
I used to be in and out of Dunkin' Donuts $3.50 with a coffee and a breakfast sandwich. I mean, what
happened to the dollar menu? Did that get me too'd?
Oh, dollar menu's been gone, man. They only call it the value menu. But yeah, remember going to McDonald's as a kid? You needed like $3 and you're stuffed. Dude, you had two meals.
Even the dollar store has things that cost more than $1. Can you believe that shit? I just
the dollar store is fascinating. Those businesses truly fascinate me because the manufacturers specially make things to try to keep it $1 or to keep prices low. It's just really interesting because you look at the candy bars when you're checking out of the dollar store and you'll be like, how is this half the price of the candy bar at Publix? And it's because it's somehow half the size, but it doesn't look half the size. It's very misleading.
Speaking of misleading, throw up slide 7. Throw up slide 7 because I just want to remind everybody that I keep receipts. So
I got my receipt drawer right here.
I'm just keeping my receipts. You know how many times these pieces of shit told me that I needed to sell my stocks because Berkshire Hathaway was raising cash? And who do you think you are? Do you think you're smarter than Warren Buffett, JC? Do you think that you're better investor than Warren Buffett? The balls on these people. Let me tell you something. I don't give a shit about Warren Buffett or Berkshire Hathaway or how much cash they have. In fact, I went back and I looked in real time and noticed that every time Berkshire Hathaway raises a ton of cash, that's a great time to be buying stocks. So you know what I was doing over the last few years? I was buying stocks. And boy, did that work out well for me and my family and my kids and my wife and everybody around me for that matter, because I don't give a shit how much cash Berkshire Hathaway has. And by the way, maybe if Berkshire Hathaway wasn't raising so much cash in the middle of a raging bull market, they wouldn't be underperforming by so much. Huh? Ever think of that?
I mean, three of their top guys effectively left the company in the past 2 years. What's happening over at Berkshire Hathaway? Yeah, literally.
You think you're
He's top
smarter
guy.
than Warren Buffett, JC? Stupid mother.
Okay, but let's, the big banks, it's not just financials, it's the big banks, it's insurance. Berkshire's set up nicely. Like everything, you see Charles Schwab ripping higher. Like financials look maybe better than anything out here. When's the last time we could literally say financials, best sector, best looking sector? I think we're just about there. I think
And
we're
not just here in America,
yeah, that's
but in
right.
Europe. The European ones got to be much shittier than the American ones, right?
That's
I
a
don't
great
know anything
point.
about fundamentals, but if I were a betting man, I'm pretty sure the European ones suck more.
If you were paying attention and looking at thousands of charts like JC and I do, you would not be surprised by this because we've watched Europe financials blow up to the upside. We've watched that happen in Latin America. We've watched that happen with banks everywhere all around the world, ripping higher, outperforming US banks. And now you're looking at the big six banks in the United States, and they finally are literally moonshotting higher. Look at like this reaction lag in something like Citigroup. Now they
Slide
just look
6,
like Europe.
please.
Big ketchup. Throw some ketchup on that dog. How you doing?
Look at
Love
that.
to see it.
Look at
We
that.
missed JP Morgan, man. We should have just ripped right into the JP Morgan calls. No questions asked a couple days ago. No reason to even ask any question. JP Morgan was the last one to go. He had a nice little trading opportunity there, and we missed it. It's all right. Okay. We'll be back.
Why Clementines? Why Clementines? Is asking if we've given up on crypto. The answer is no, we have not given up on crypto.
And even if we had given up on crypto, crypto ain't given up on itself because they are trying to break these things down. And every morning I wake up and I'm just like, still can't get it done. The bears still can't get it done. Solana 120, it's just a brick wall. And the bears cannot take control at this critical level. If that's not a massive top, you know what it's going to end up being? A sick continuation pattern. You're going to want to buy the shit out of it. You just have to be patient at this point. But if risk on areas of the market continue to improve and continue to see risk appetite come in and participation broaden in the equities market, you have to keep looking at crypto and saying it's just a matter of when. They can't break them down. I think that's really key.
Strazza.
Yeah.
You know what time of the year it is?
Christmas. What?
It's whipsaw hunting season.
Oh, you're right. So, all right. So explain that a little bit. That doesn't necessarily mean. I was talking to the boys the other day, and I said, "Don't get freaked out by this low volume." Does that just mean, JC, that the nice little rally on low volume that we had over the past few days is automatically going to come undone out here?
What?
What do we mean
And what?
when we say that? I don't know. Look at some of the indexes, right? With this
Oh.
nice little melt up on low volume. Do those?
No,
moves
you know what? You know why I think it's important to remind everybody that it's whipsaw hunting season because of a Coinbase, because of a MicroStrategy, because of some of these Solana down at 120. So let me explain to you guys what happens this time of year, right? So for us old guys, right? Kids, pay attention, take notes. Old timers, you know what I'm talking about. This time of the year, the B squads are at the desks, right? You know, Strazza back in his hedge fund days would call it parking lot season because you actually get a good parking spot because all
best
spots because all the big timers are, they're out skiing in Aspen or whatnot or down in Florida.
Trader spots.
Yeah, doing trader things, right? Not at the desk. So you got the B squad. So the B squads, what happens to the B squads? The B squads are not allowed to do anything. They're just there to make sure, just not to screw it all up, right? It's kind of what they're there to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what ends up happening is that you have these low volume, low liquidity extensions of trends. So these are trends already in place, higher, that extend even higher when they probably shouldn't have. There are trends that are going down that extend even lower when they probably shouldn't have. And then come the beginning of the year, big boys back at the desk, then you get the real move. So you get these whipsaws, right? You get these like failed moves in the direction of their underlying trend that reverse hard reversals at the beginning of the year. Every year you get them. And it's not just like in a stock. I mean, it could be like in a bellwether stock, but like it tends to be like in an asset, in a group. And it could be, I've seen it in bonds. I've seen it in the S&Ps. I've seen it in precious metals. I've seen it in crypto. I've seen them all over. And every year there's something that is the key whipsaw. So it is whipsaw hunting season from here until January the 5th. And I'm going to throw out a candidate right now. And that Coinbase, and we don't ever know until after. Last year was the dollar. Remember the dollar?
Yeah.
That was last year. And by the way, my guess, like I'm guessing now it's going to be MicroStrategy crypto, but I have no idea. Yeah. My guess last year going into whipsaw hunting season was that it was likely to be the dollar. I didn't know.
Yeah, you nailed it.
I didn't know, but that was my guess based on just kind of the weight of the evidence. I don't know what's going to happen, but my guess is it could very well be crypto.
There's got to be a great trade setting up here. I've been early.
There always
is.
is.
There's got to be a great trade. No, I'm talking specifically in crypto. I mean,
you like my thesis here?
Yeah, dude. It's because, frankly, it's one of the only groups. You look across the board at these speculative stocks. You know, a lot of them, caught some nice runs. Quantum's another candidate where I'm like, what's going on there? Space and exploration stocks, drones, absolutely teeing off on this market. I'm looking at the groups, just like you're saying, crypto, that haven't. Maybe they follow. But I'm not looking for some of the new highs or breakouts that printed over the course of the past few days to fail. I'm not expecting or anticipating that. I think we're going to have a lot of valid breakouts here on low volume. And guess what? That just freaking happens sometime. Don't overthink the volume.
Happens every time.
Yeah,
bring out Kenny. Let's see what's happening intraday today. We got a full day today, right? No half day today. Full day?
Thank God, dude. I'm so over these half days. Next week is shot 2.
It's been a long time coming. They ain't come from my club, they took it. Putting up numbers, 99 pounds, and I still kept it 100. Hola. Yeah.
Oh.
Woo!
What's up?
Shirt. Do they make it in a men's size or no?
What do you got there? Christmas present? Hulk smash? Oh, nice. That makes it even special. Oh, there you go. Very cool.
One of my kids thinks he's the Incredible Hulk.
Nice.
Dude, there was so many Incredible Hulk things. There were more Incredible Hulk things that I knew ever existed under the tree this year. Dude, everything's Incredible Hulk. Like everything.
That's cool.
He's got those big
my
hands.
kids were into something specific. You always knew what to get him for Christmas, so it was easy.
I mean, dude, he loves Incredible Hulk. I've never seen anything like it. He's obsessed. Like, I'm starting to worry about him a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's getting a little out of control. I mean, granted, he just turned 3, so if he was an adult loving Incredible Hulk this much, maybe that would be a problem. But he just turned 3. He's probably fine, right?
It's all right. It's all right. You'll be all right.
How about that silver? How about that silver?
Silver, right? My kid was obsessed with Yellow Submarine, which was kind of cool because I love Yellow Submarine, and I got him all these collectibles, and they're still cool collectibles. So yeah. What's shaking, man? How's the holiday? Good?
Dude, a lot of protein.
Nice.
A lot of protein. Some good French wine. Earmuff, Strazza. Strazza, I don't know what his beef is with France, bro. What a hater, dude.
Hey, I don't like wine at all. So I was drinking. I found some nice tequila. If you guys know the G4 Reposado. Very nice. Very nice. And we had pantalones. I lost my pantalones by the end of the night.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Good time. And then we watched Stranger Things, trying to explain 5 seasons of Stranger Things to my parents last night. I've
never seen it. Is it good? Is it good?
It's fun. If you haven't been watching it since day one, it's kind of hard to get into it now. But yeah, we've all been waiting. They dropped 3 new episodes yesterday. So Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
All right.
Little watch party.
What is it even about?
What's it about? Oh my God, I can't even. Is
it one of those things? It's a show about nothing.
Yeah, no, it is. What was kind of cool about it? It had this '80s nostalgic part to it, where you felt like you were watching Spielberg, like E.T. Have you watched E.T.? I watched E.T. by the way twice this weekend. I freaking love E.T. E.T. Oh God, gets emotional every time. But yeah, Stranger Things, like it's right out of the '80s. It's kind of like sci-fi horror. Yeah, it's fun.
All right.
Yeah.
And so let's see if we can make some money here heading into the end of the year. People say it's boring. I don't know. I see some action going on out there. I see platinum up 8.5% right now. Palladium up 9%. I don't see anything boring about that.
I know. I'm getting antsy. I actually threw an AGQ short on a couple of days ago. Obviously didn't stay short, but we actually caught that dip and then just got right back on the rip part. So again, now that we went 50, got the 80 on the silver so quickly, I'm thinking a correction is due, but I am not getting in the way because we could get another 40 points on silver in a couple of weeks the way we're going right now.
Dude, this is out of control. But like I said, it's whipsaw hunting season, so I own precious metal stock, so I'm not trying to get in front of this train, but like if you're looking for a whipsaw candidate of something that could reverse pretty nasty heading into the end of the year, I mean, I don't know anything, but this is certainly one of them. I think you're going to need to see some dollar strength to see that. I haven't seen that at all. So
absolutely parabolic. Yeah, it's incredible. It really is.
It really is.
Yeah,
and I don't say that. Like for me, I'm so jaded at this point from the market. Like I feel like nothing surprises me.
Yeah.
And this is a lot. This
right.
is impressive.
And this is where I normally get myself in trouble. I'll look for a short on when you get these parabolic moves, but man, if you're not nimble, you are going to get in trouble. And by the way, speaking of getting in trouble, here's what I got for Christmas. I just call me Ragnar Lothbrok. Check this bad boy out. See, my family knows what's up. Who doesn't want a battle axe for Christmas? Look at this bad boy.
What are you even going to do with that?
What can't you do with it?
No, but like for real, like what are you going to do with that, dude?
Hunt? I don't know. Chop some trees down?
All that hunting you do in Jersey?
I go out hunting wild boar.
I doubt it. You going to chop the shorts?
Yes. It's another reminder. Just make sure you don't stay short on anything too long. Because you know what happens, kids. Like even when stocks crash, they've been coming back. Have you seen this SIDU, guys? Insidious Space Incorporated. I have no idea what it is, but SIDU, we were rocking this bad boy from $1 and change up to 250. And then as soon as you're thinking it's a real stock, it crashes right back down. And then woof, it wakes back up. There is just so much fun going on in this market. It's just incredible. It's one after another, one short squeeze after another. And also the cues. I mean, it's just great to trade. These daily options are phenomenal, even on a boring day like Wednesday. You had your little faux show, bro, rallied into the close. You're still making money, right? Boring is bullish, my friends. Boring is bullish.
Boring is bullish historically. What's on the move this morning? Anything good?
Yeah, you know what? It's another robots AMCI. You got that. You got some decent volume, and you got SIDU ripping all over the place. And I'll be looking at the Qs and the silver trade. So again, I'm going to be watching AGQ now that we've gone like super parabolic. We didn't just go to space. We're in outer space now. So I got to see if there's going to be a pullback. I made a couple of points on AGQ short. What
about the Path? The Path is making moves this morning.
Path? Oh, I haven't seen that stock in a while.
No, it's not. It's not making moves.
Right on. Well, you got some of the space stocks actually are hitting lows right now. Lunar, ASTS, that kind of trade. But I think we're going to have a nice, boring, bullish day again. Why not? I hope I'm wrong because I love me some volatility. But if you guys have been shorting this UVXY, I mean, the enormity of this is a 30-point sell-off on UVXY. This AGQ move has been pretty damn good. But if you guys don't understand that UVXY is as close to guaranteed money as there is in this business, come into that Hit the Bid chat room, and I'll explain it to you for a couple hours. And you'll understand how important it is to have UVXY in your life as a guide and as an easy making money short. As long as you don't trade it over your head, it's built to go down, friends. It's fantastic.
Let's talk about something important.
Put that coffee down.
Coffee's for closers only.
Yes. What do you
don't
want
like
to
it?
About?
Leave.
What do you want to talk about?
I want to talk about how you think about this time of the year, right? Particularly as a day trader. Strazza and I were just talking about we have a longer term time horizon than you do, but like from a day trader standpoint, Strazza was expressing some of his frustrations about half days and days off. So we got a full day today. They got Monday, Tuesday, half day Wednesday. Is that right?
Yeah.
Half day Wednesday, off Thursday, and then back next Friday. So another weird week. And then we're back, right back at it on January the 5th. No dead presidents this year, so we'll have a full week. How do you think about this time of the year where it's a lot of starts and stops? Kind of weird.
Luckily for us, as we do, we're sticking and moving, that's it. It really doesn't change too much. That's what's nice. There are days where you got to understand that because the day's ending at 1 o'clock, you'll have a little bit more. You got to get, you tend to want to get out of there a little bit quicker. But we're trying to get our days done by 11:30 anyway. But on a day where the market's closing at 1, but the real theme right now is this market is just got a relentless bid on it. Those holiday shortened days, some people are looking for that excessive volatility. It's usually just boring and bullish. And when you know that and you get your VWAP to confirm it, it's pretty much the same day as always. That's what's nice, right? And a couple of years from now, when we're talking about the same thing, it's a lot of for us. It's a lot of repetition, a lot of monotony, and you just again, and we're there all day. So, and the room never closes. There's always something going on. It's just some days you need to be a little bit more cautious and take the profits a little bit quicker, because you're not going to have the time to recover if you don't get
out. Any other names that you want to mention before you hop on for today anyway?
What we're gonna do? We're gonna talk about the watch list going into next year, because there are days where if there's nothing specific to watch, I want everybody to have their own watch list. I'm sticking with the space rockets, robots, quantum, obviously going into next year. I want to give everybody my top 4 ideas in each sector, so you'll have your own watch list. So when we don't have earnings, when we don't have any weird shiny objects in the morning, you'll have that list to go to. Some of the rare earths I still like. A lot of these, the drone stocks, we're talking about these ETFs. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that today and, make sure everybody's on the same page going into 2026. And of course, if you guys haven't, been watching these silver trades, I'm going to show you a couple of silver stocks that are still interesting, some of the miners. So, we'll have a nice casual day, talk a little bit about that.
Love it. Kenny Glick, hit the bid. Go put on a trade with Kenny.
All right, guys. Good luck.
Just chill out. Hang with Kenny. Put on a trade.
Have a great week.
See what it feels like, That's the only way to learn, to actually do it. Put on the trade, book the profit, get stopped out, whatever it is. We save balls. Okay. You're on mute, Strazza.
Doesn't Howard know these guys? I just got this in the mail, and it's very, very...
Who?
We save balls. Manscaped? What the hell is this?
It's electric razors for beards and other places.
Okay, that's interesting.
They do some funny marketing. They're
I was
known
at their office once.
They're known for their funny marketing.
I was at their office once, and it's actually hilarious, like the stuff that's on their walls and stuff. It's actually
really
funny. Yeah, and they were listening to 90s hip hop the entire time.
All right, so
it's in San Diego, so their offices have like those garage doors that are open because it's beautiful every day.
Yeah, right.
And they just have like funny things about like men's testicles, just like all over the wall. It was like really actually very humorous.
Yeah, that's kind of
I like a good balls joke,
Yeah.
All right.
Guys, it's really cool. It's really Kenny's right in terms of like things happening out there. Like this morning, nothing. Right? I mean, yeah, gold and silver doing their thing, but in terms of headlines, in terms of movers, nothing.
No headlines, no movers, nothing, huh?
Quiet day?
No, nothing. Okay. Nothing that is nothing of note. Nothing.
Did you see that tungsten? You see the tungsten is absolutely ripping. Did you see that?
I'll bet you there's some Fed speak today, Spencer. We were talking about that with our friend. I mean, there's Fed speak every day out here.
There's a minute.
Oh, we got the minutes today. The minutes.
You know that the minutes is not a podcast.
Today,
it's not like something you could listen to.
It should be.
Minutes
Strazza,
is something that they do at every board meeting.
I don't know if it's still yours. Coupang, Strazza, Coupang is up 7%. They're I don't even know. They were cleared on a data leak probe. So go check.
Well, the stock's been absolutely crushed since the September high. The thing was in the 35% drawdown. So
can you throw up slide 2?
New slide 2.
Yeah, throw up the new slide 2.
I've never heard of any of these stocks that are on my scanner today.
When Zero Hedge is trolling the Wall Street Journal, I mean that's comical. So this comes from the Wall Street Journal. This is on July the 17th of 2025. Let's be honest about gold. It's a pat rock.
No.
Gold obviously bottomed shortly thereafter. And
How do you have this? How do you have this?
the S&P 500 cannot.
That's from zero hedge.
The S&P 500 has not been able to keep up. No, I remember this in real time. I was there.
Mm-hmm. You remember Jason Zweig's article from the Money Beat blog in 2015? The guy who doesn't read Wall Street Journal. Got it. Mm-hmm.
I read it when I get quoted on it. I get text messages from my high school buddies. Be like, "Yo, you're in the Wall Street Journal." I was like, "Oh, look, ma, I made it."
Mm-hmm.
So you got the Wall Street Journal calling gold a pet rock. This is 10 years ago. What's really interesting is that the S&P 500 has not been able to keep up with the value of that pet rock ever since. You know, this is the same guy, this Jason Zweig guy. This is the same guy who told you that if your financial advisor believes in technical analysis, that you should get a new financial advisor. And so I raised my hand at a financial conference put on by financial advisors that use technical analysis, and this gentleman was on the stage, and I asked him point blank if he would like to apologize for such a stupid comment, and he did not. So this is a guy who's telling you that if your financial advisor believes in technical analysis, that you should get a new financial advisor. This guy. So I have no respect for anybody like that at all. I'm happy to call him out on his stupidity.
I'm seeing a lot of posts.
And be your own financial advisor. How about that one? How about that one for some people? Huh?
Some people do things. Some people write about things that people do. See the difference?
I've just been seeing a lot of posts the last few weeks about, we were promised the future and AI and crypto and humanoid robots and flying cars, and yet all those things are being beaten by a shiny yellow rock in the ground.
What was Time Magazine Person of the Year again? Didn't that just happen? Was it Trump?
It was all the AI people. It wasn't just one AI person.
Yeah,
it's Persons of the Year. Then they changed it.
Persons of the Year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. It was.
Hey, I think AI stocks have a hell of a lot more upside than gold in 2026.
AI stocks have more upside than gold in 2026. Do they also have more downside than gold potentially?
No, I think gold. I mean, gold's eventually going to get slaughtered. That's how these things end. I can't wait to buy the dust.
Yeah, I really think that, when it's whipsaw hunting season, precious metals got to be, a potential category.
Yes, for down.
Crypto, precious metals, like you want to talk about big moves that could come about in
you flip the shift sailor. Flip it.
Ooh, you shift
flip it.
The shift sailor trade. Yeah.
Yes. Right?
I mean, maybe, listen, I don't know anything, but that's, when you're looking for potential opportunities, that is certainly one of them.
MSTU, Con L, Soul T. A little spice is nice. That's all I got to say about that.
Did you buy any NFTs?
No.
Why not?
Dude,
you don't know how?
Those things. If Coinbase ain't working out here, you're not going to see me buying NFTs.
Right?
I'm not
practice.
going to that next step.
By the way, you should practice so when the time comes, you're not calling me and be like, how do I do this and send money to the blockchain chain?
Here's the truth. I bought an NFT. I bought a couple NFTs, dude, 6 years ago now.
Did you buy them or were they airdropped to you?
No, I bought two, and I will likely never buy another NFT that way. I felt wildly uncomfortable throughout the entire process, which is why you have to do it and try these things. But I never want to open my MetaMask wallet again. I don't want to open any digital wallet again. I don't understand them. I don't trust them.
Sounds like we're getting close. Sounds like
it's absolute garbage. Here's the truth.
Very
JC,
negative Nancy.
You're incredible because you dive in, you learn about these things firsthand. I think that's great. The truth is, for 95% of serious investors with big capital, they're not dabbling in digital wallets. They're dabbling where they know their money's safe. And that's always going to be a problem for this asset class.
Good.
I'm afraid. until you could put your NFTs right in your Schwab account, I don't think this thing catches on.
I don't want my, but if you can put NFTs in your Schwab account, that's when you should be selling all your NFTs, I think.
Well,
no, we're going there.
No, that's when institutions will finally buy into this crazy new asset class. Because right now, institutions don't even think about NFTs.
Good.
That money is just not there at all. Do you agree? It's not an option.
Galaxy owns a ton of CryptoPunks.
Exactly.
I have a question for Steve.
The guy who blew up owning too much Luna, right? Exactly.
Right. At least he got a tattoo of it on his arm.
I'm a fan.
Strazza, I have a question for you. It's not about NFTs. Did you see the Hall of Fame level Piker purchase on Wednesday, or I guess Tuesday into Wednesday?
Are you talking about Tim Cook?
Yeah.
Really? It's all right. You think it was a Piker purchase? I think $3 million is not nothing.
For a guy who's been on the board of directors for like 20 something years, right?
Here's the thing. You just said it. He's been on the board for 20 plus years. A lot of times when you're a new director,
he's worth $2.6 billion. He bought $3 million worth of stock. Come on, bro.
Listen, it's still $3 million worth of stock.
That's a good call out, Spencer. You tell him. Piker purchase all day.
I don't care how many billions he's worth. He's not just trying to lose $3 million for the fucking thrill of it. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I think it might be
$3 million. No, this is still $3 million. I think it matters. I think that purchase stood out to me. Why the fuck else? Why else would you buy Nike except for if you think the shares are going to go up, even if you're worth billions? I think that's pretty cool that he stepped in and did that. I think it probably means something. I really do.
Aren't they obligated to buy?
Okay, so that's what I was going to say. New directors, they'll have rules, Spencer, where like they have to buy and own a certain amount of stock, but this isn't that. He's just buying because he wants to own the stock. And I would think that the only reason he would do that with $3 million is because he thinks the stock price is going to go higher. This isn't some forced director buy. But they do that when you see new directors come on, you'll see them buy because they have to own X amount of shares to be on the board. They usually have like a 12 month.
When the hot corner talks about board members, buying shares in the open market as a show of support, this is what it should show in the textbook, because this was textbook, right? I mean, I get it. It's Tim Cook. He's a big deal. $3 million for most people, not a Piker purchase, but still, Nike had a great day on Wednesday, right? Awesome day off of this headline and nothing else.
Big pop.
So
look, this is Nike, one of the all-time great American brands. Literally top 5 greatest American brands of all time. And it's in a 65% drawdown. So unless you're going to make the argument to me that this company is going bankrupt and is steadily headed to zero, then the way that my brain is thinking about this is there's going to be a time and a place to buy some Nike shares, right? Where is that point? What is that price? That becomes the question. But Nike ain't going to zero. Nike's not going away. Nike's coming back. Nike's probably going to bounce back in a big way. It's like we've seen them do before, just like we've seen all these great American brands do over and over and over again throughout stock market history. So I think Nike gets more and more interesting the longer it doesn't work. There's going to be a time for Nike. Look at Lulu trying to turn it around.
I will defer to Mr. Mackey, who said it's going to take several quarters for them to start to show whether the turnaround is even working or not. So call me in like
up to it.
Call me in like March. Call me in March, I guess.
But there was a time where Mackey was like never Nike, and now he's kind of like getting ready for a turn. If I understand, right?
That was the old CEO. This is the new CEO. So
okay. So let's
two things. I got a chart, but Spencer, get Jason Zweig on the show. At least invite him. Tell him, be like, listen. You said
I love Jason Zweig. Just so we're clear, I like the guy.
Listen,
I don't know him.
Be like, listen. You said some dumb shit years ago. We're gonna give you a chance to come out here and make it right. We're gonna give him a chance, right? We're nice guys over here. We're nice guys, right? Strazza says dumb shit all the time. We give him a chance to make up for it, and he has. See, same thing.
Let's not do that.
Most weeks, not every week. Most weeks, he does.
All right, and then my chart. Okay, that's enough of that. And then the chart, slide 2. This is what. Speaking of saying dumb shit, Steve Strazza once called this an exotic index. Right?
Let me see. How exotic are we thinking?
Not exotic at all. It's as boring as it gets. It's the NASDAQ composite.
Yeah, this is a strange one.
Yeah, strange. So strange. Yeah, the NASDAQ composite. Right. This is like the strangest thing ever. Here we are. We're talking about NFTs and platinum, and here we are talking about the NASDAQ composite, as boring as it gets. Looks pretty damn good, though.
Yeah, look, you know where my head's at.
Look at that. Rick says this comes in the technical analysis starter pack. That's funny. Shout out, Rick.
This to me says tech growth. That's what we want.
Yeah.
I don't know what this chart says, but if you think the NASDAQ composite looks good, I think you're bullish tech, and I am. Software. I've been gobbling up shares of battered software stocks because I refuse to believe that we're going to lose a critically important group like software in the middle of this AI boomtown bull market. Give me some Salesforce. Give me some ServiceNow. I want all the Adobe. I want all the Adobe I could possibly have. Adobe is literally a fucking value stock now. It's incredible. Give me more of it. I want the calls. I want the common. I want the leaps. I want all of it. Everything. Give me the Twilios. Go on down the cap scale.
I like where your head's at on this Adobe, by the way.
I'll buy this trade desk. You dare me? You dare me? I'll buy this TTD. I'll buy that giant top all day. I'll buy that on Scoop and Score all day. I'll buy a lot of it. Software is not going to disappear. These stocks aren't about to fall off a cliff. They're about to dig in a little dip and rip.
Some of these software stocks, when you talk about whipsaw hunting season, and by the way, if software goes, crypto's going to go.
Yes, I love that. I'm with you, dog. Get ready, people.
Look at us agreeing. Look at us, you and me. Look
Yeah,
at
it's
this.
too much. End the show.
Here.
End the show.
End the show. It's too much agreeing. Go. No recess and let's get out of here. All right, listen, folks. This is important. All right, don't overcook your prime rib. Ugh, don't do it. You know, I think the move is you want to take it out like at 125. You know, people say take it out at 135. I think you take it out at 125.
Ooh.
I think you take it out at 125 because if it's not cooked enough for you, you can always sear it with the little torch. And if you don't have a torch, like I can't take you seriously.
You need a good torch. Where's my torch?
You need a good torch.
Torches are important.
Yeah, torches are important. But you can't like take it back. Once it's overcooked, you're fucked, and you just ruined a $150 piece of meat, right? Or more if it's dry aged, right? So
Daddy loves the juice.
I think 125. So that's what I was doing. That's what I was doing yesterday. I pulled it at like 128, 129 at my mother-in-law's because I didn't cook it. She cooked it. I just made sure she didn't overcook it. And I took it out around 129, and it was good. I think they say take it out at 135 and let it rest. I'm thinking 125. So that's my advice. I'm thinking about it all night.
You know, you do a tremendous job with the meats. You should listen to this man when he talks about meats. He's a guy who knows what he's doing. I can tell you that.
Yeah,
firsthand.
There are two things that I think society says I am supposed to like them more than I actually do. Like they're okay, but I gotta admit I don't see the fuss. One of them is whiskey. The other one is prime rib. I'll be honest, they're fine. They're good, but I just haven't seen the light. I don't get it. I just don't. I don't get it.
You're gonna
don't you order the fillet? Aren't you one of those?
Sure, I like a good fillet. Yeah, what's wrong with that? No,
when
I
just realize what's wrong with it, then you'll start to understand.
I don't understand. As I'm saying, I don't understand.
He's probably drinking American whiskey too. I mean, I don't really know how to help you here with this, Spencer.
Like I said, they're fine. They're fine.
Drink the Irish whiskey, bro. A little viscosity. You know what I'm saying?
I'm Japan over Ireland all
Actually,
day.
they have good whiskey.
To the whiskey,
Japanese,
man.
but
the Japanese, don't forget about the Japanese. They do a nice
but
light
you're
whiskey.
not gonna like the Japanese.
I'm open to learning more.
Top-notch.
I don't know. I just don't.
I got myself something neat on the topic of whiskey, Spencer, for Christmas. JC, you might like this. You make like crystal clear giant ice balls. It's like this special ice maker. You got to do a little thing and like push it in. And dude, these ice balls come out. You could see right through them. They look like beautiful giant glaciers. And there's no better way to enjoy a fine whiskey with a giant piece of ice, and clean and clear, pretty ice too. It's an experience. It's the whole thing. You need good ice.
I used to be like that. I like little rocks on my Jameson.
I got steel golf balls too. They don't work as well. You put those in the freezer. They're steel golf
They don't work
balls.
as well.
No dilution, but they don't stay cold enough.
I like a little dilution.
Interesting.
Yeah, a little water. Put a little water in your whiskey. Live a little. Sure.
A little bit.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a little bit. Danny, you know how OCD Danny is. Danny gets a little, like the little droplets. It's a little
Right,
much.
you're right, because he has a perfect ratio probably that
Yeah.
he's trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Everybody likes it their own way. If you put the big ice in, it melts so slowly that it just gives you like a perfect little drip of water there.
I'm not that bougie when it comes to my whiskey. Just give me some Jameson on the rocks. Call it a day.
Jameson's hardcore.
Nah.
Okay. I have something that might be a psychotic idea that I want to run by both of you guys. I was feeling inspired yesterday watching that comeback at the Garden. There's nothing I would rather do, by the way, on Christmas Day than watch the Knicks come back, especially when they're showing all the old players and Spike Lee and Tracy Morgan in the crowd. Like, it just makes me feel good inside. What if we took the family for a Knicks game for Christmas? Is that just nutty? Is that just like the worst idea, or is that a good idea?
Oh, it's a great idea. One year
Right?
I went to Heat Lakers with
Yeah.
Kobe. Kobe was playing in Miami. Heat Lakers, and then Dolphins Jets Monday night on the same day on Christmas.
That's
Nice.
an aggressive move.
Yeah.
But you think it's okay going into the city, into the Garden on Christmas? That's probably
I'm telling
safe,
you, I did
right?
it in Miami years ago. I
Steve, that's
forget what
probably
year.
the only reason I would go to the city on Christmas is to go to the game.
Yeah.
I think it would
Yeah.
be a blast to just,
Agreed.
to just do that one year.
And you don't have like little kids, so it doesn't matter, right? Like with little kids, that's not an option, right? Because you got a lot of other things to do. But like when I went with my dad to the Heat Lakers and then Dolphins Jets, there were no little kids. It was just adults, you know. So it was like it was never like, no, we can't do that. It's like, fuck yeah, let's do both, you know.
All right, good. I thought you guys would have some good feedback on that.
Yeah,
So,
I would do it. I also
And then get
speaking-
Chinese food.
to what
Fuck yeah.
JC said, bucket list item for me, 2 games in one day. Haven't done that before. Would love to do it. Would love to do it. That would be a good day.
I was just
But
talking
like you
to a friend who
can't
did
force
yeah.
it. Like that was just a perfect
Yeah.
scenario. Is Heat Lakers,
Yeah.
Dolphins Jets Monday night, same day, Christmas.
Oh wait, that's a lie. I have done it. Okay, bucket list item checked off. We're good.
If it's there, it's there.
Yes, there. You can't force it.
But like living where you do, Spencer, you could easily pull that off.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it a year ago actually. I just remembered with college basketball and hockey. It was a good day.
There you go.
Okay, let's get out of here. Bring our multiplier, folks. Your weekly video with Strazza is going to be today at 11 o'clock. So stay tuned for that. And Sean McLaughlin doing his options jam session this afternoon as well. That'll be at noon. No Thompson's 2 cents. He's traveling. He'll be back, I think, next week for his regular scheduled show. That's what we got. We'll be back on Monday, same time, same place. Go make some money. Thanks for watching.
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday. Have a good weekend. YOLO responsibly.
Peace.
Adios.
Listen, you know, this started out originally trying to get a group of people in an intimate space to be able to share ideas.
This is a very selfish endeavor, what we do here, right? You know, we're gonna come out of this with like to-do lists. Like we're gonna brainstorm here and be like, that's a good idea. And figure out how we're gonna do that, and then we're gonna go ahead and implement that. And we've been able to develop amazing strategies over the years by doing exactly this. And for those of you who are with us every week in our team meetings, like you get it. So this is like our team meeting on steroids with additional voices.
And at the end of the day, a lot of us in this room are making a lot of money. We want to keep that money. We want to look for opportunities moving forward to continue to add zeros and commas to our net worth.